Heyo, Minty here. Alright, this is gonna be the starting of beta 1.3. There's a lot of changes and a lot of stuff that happened in this update. The biggest thing for this update though is beds were added. Beds were added in this version. Now I went from ImpDev to beta 1.3 because I wanted to be able to sleep through the night. Before this version, I believe the Nether was added. I'm not quite sure what version. I think it might have been Alpha 1.2 if I remember correctly. Yeah, there was a lot of changes in this version. Some of the most useful changes was well, not really changes, but like additions were they added the F3 function. So you can actually like see your coordinates now and stuff. And the biggest thing that they added in this update, to me at least, is one, being able to name your world, and two, the smooth lighting option. Those two things are pretty big that were added. Overall, it's a pretty good update. And if you want to play like an older version, this version's actually pretty nice. If you just want like just a basic version where you just survive and stuff. It's a pretty decent version. I'll probably play on this version for a little bit. Alright, I'll show you my progress so far on it. So let me switch over to the game real quick. Alright, this is my beta 1.3 starter hut. I got my two furnaces like always, my crafting table, a double chest with all my tools and stuff. So I'm actually gonna grab my sword because I saw a spider. Yeah, just recently I built this tree farm. That way I can start doing one of my rules that I added for myself. The one where you the one where you where I made it so I have to gather like a double chest of materials. Two double chests. So I got one double chest of wood started. And then I plan on having another one over here. And then I'm probably gonna make some sort of like wooden structure. I'm not quite sure just yet. The biggest thing I've been doing so far is just cutting down a bunch of trees around the area. That way I can do a future project, because I want to make like a walled-in like city, basically, and like have like my starting areas in each version be like kind of like a museum, like a giant museum building almost. And this was the first version that I actually got to go in and experience the Nether. So that was a pretty wild journey. Pretty wild journey indeed. I've died multiple times on this version. I didn't die at all in ImpDev, but beta 1.3 I kept dying, mostly in the Nether. Cause for whatever reason the gas like spawn rate is like way higher than it is in newer versions. There's just a shite ton of gas everywhere. And yeah, the next video will probably be me starting the project once I actually have enough wood for it. I'm not quite sure what I want the project to be yet. I haven't like got to the planning part of it yet. But I want to do some sort of like really like creative like build like in the old build style. This is going to be like the old district of my of my Minecraft base. So I'm basically gonna turn this all into a mega base once I actually update to 1.12.2, which that's gonna be a long ways away. Because I'm gonna stay on this version for quite a while, do my creative project and stuff, gather some blocks that I can from this version, an ImpDead version. And then I'm not quite sure what the next version I'm gonna update to is yet. I have to see. There's lots of changes that I'm gonna be explaining in the next version I update to though. Because the whole like food system and stuff changes drastically in later versions of beta. Like it gets completely overhauled. And yeah. I think that's a pretty good recap on the start of beta 1.3. I'll see you in the next one where I do the build. And yeah, thank y'all for watching, following me through this journey, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.